Right now, it's just the start of things. Likely going to be a wet day all day long, and you're seeing a chance for storms this afternoon. Yeah, and the potential for some of that to be severe, Isaac, just keeping a lot of folks on edge.
Yeah, no, with all the active weather that we've seen recently, the last thing people want to hear is another even threat for severe weather, regardless if it's a low threat or a high threat. They just hear severe storms and they start to get very concerned, and for good reason. This is our spring storm season. We don't want you to be caught off guard. And this morning we are watching for some heavy rain to move in. This is not severe. This is not causing any major issues in terms of flooding. But if you do have to be on the roads this morning, you're going to encounter rain, and it's going to be heavy at times. So just keep that in mind. Now back to the west. This initial batch of rain is pulling east and northeast, and we may enter into a slight lull. You can see that there's basically nothing happening south of Interstate 20 in Georgia. And basically, I think that's going to kind of prime up this line as it stretches from near Birmingham southward toward Hattiesburg, Mississippi. And that's going to be moving eastward across the region today. This is a look at the current tornado watch situation. We've got basically a tornado watch for the central Gulf Coast up to almost US 80 in Alabama. This does include Mobile over toward Dothan and Panama City. And throughout the day, the tornado watches will likely continue to be expanded eastward into central and southern Georgia. Now, what about us in the Carolinas? Well, our risk is still with us. It's a marginal to slight threat for any sort of strong storms. And some of the mountains have been removed altogether because they're going to be more wedged into the cooler, less energized air, if you will. Along and south of Interstate 20, an enhanced threat for severe weather. So as we look at the big picture, we're going to see that lead line of storms move into southern Georgia by noon. We are well north of the warm front. So as you notice, the temperatures here, 56 degrees in Greenville, 69 in Columbia, 77 in Savannah. So that warm air is being locked down to the south of us. As we go through the day, this is 3 p.m. This line of storms affects the Midlands down towards Savannah, Georgia, and continues to pull off to the east. By 5 p.m., we have had several hours of not as much rain, if that makes sense. 66 degrees for the temperature, so we should be able to warm up somewhat. And again, that might be just enough to trigger a couple of showers and storms south of 85 late this afternoon, probably maybe even after 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And if we see any of that flare up south of 85 toward Greenwood, Elberton, and Newberry, that's where our best chance of severe weather will be today. I don't really expect core issues for the upstate, but southern upstate areas, that's where our best chance of severe weather could be later on today. Rating your day, Carolina Sky Meter. Again, outside of the small severe weather threat, we have plenty of rain to get through, so it is a 3 out of 10. Friday looks great. Plenty of sunshine throughout the afternoon. Let's talk about Saturday, because throughout the day today, or Saturday, the first half of the day is dry. Now watch what happens in the afternoon. Storms start to flare up again, and arguably the environment around here on Saturday looks a little more impressive than what could be setting up in our region later on today. That's not to say that this is a slam dunk forecast either, but we're going to be watching Saturday pretty closely for some severe weather as well. We've been outlooked in a marginal threat for now. I do expect this to be upgraded to at least a slight threat, which still doesn't sound all that menacing, but Saturday's certainly a time frame to watch in the afternoon and evening. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday look really good. 70s, warmest day there out of the 3 on Tuesday, and that's going to lead to another chance of potential showers by Wednesday of next week. Now we want to get to your riding forecast, sponsored by Harley-Davidson of Greenville. Saturday, again, looking dry for the morning, followed by some storms in the afternoon, breezy and warm. Sunday, slightly cooler and dry, mix of sun and clouds at 71. Morning showers possible in the mountains, followed by some storms in the afternoon. Drier on Sunday, though a few showers could linger.